Welcome back for today's session, and I will be continuing with your exercise 3.5 and your question number 4, in which the problems are there in problem sums. So I will simply be giving you the equations. Wherever it is mandatory to solve the question in details, definitely I will solve that part for you. Otherwise, you are free to solve the equations now, and you are there in elimination method. So give preference to that, please. In all the parts, first part that is based upon your fixed charges and additional charges, already we have done. So let the fixed charges per day, let the fixed charges per day is equal to rupees X, and let the additional charges is equal to rupees Y. So that all the time we need to do. So here is the problem. A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 1000. So additional charges per day, this also will be there. So now you simply apply the condition. Student A takes food for 20 days. So X is the fix. For 20 days she need to pay at the rate of rupees Y, 20 rupees, and in all she has to pay rupees 1000. Straight way you are there in equation number 1. And then second, student B who takes for 26 days. So again X plus 26, then she need to pay 1180 rupees. So these are the two equations for your first part of question number 1. Very easy by elimination. Directly you subtract and get the value. I hope all of you will be getting the answer here. Second part is again based upon the fraction. Find the fraction means let the fraction. So let the fraction. Suppose you have taken X is the numerator and Y is the denominator. So X upon Y. A fraction becomes 1 upon 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator. 1 is subtracted. So according to condition, X minus 1 upon Y, it becomes 1 upon 3. So when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, it becomes 1 upon 3. So this implies 3 into X minus 1 is equal to Y by cross multiplying. So we are getting 3X minus 3 is equal to Y, or 3X minus Y is equal to 3. So this is your equation number 1. And second condition is given to you here is becomes 1 upon 4 when 8 is added to its denominator. So also now X remain as it is, 8 is added to its denominator, and then the fraction becomes is equal to what? 1 upon 4. So if you cross multiply, so this will give you 4x is equal to y plus 8. So you are getting second equation in the form of 4x minus y is equal to 8. So equation number 1 and equation number 2 I have formed in both the cases, as you did these fixed charges and fraction problem in your previous exercises also. So I don't think any difficulty will be finding here to solve. To further get the value of x and y, will take you to the answer of these two parts of your question number 4. Then third part is somewhere a logical approach you need to apply there in this third part. Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks been deducted for each incorrect answer, then Yash would have scored 50 marks. Means score is based upon the correct answers and the number of wrong answers. Definitely marks will be given for the correct and marks will be reduced for the incorrect ones. How many questions were there in the test? How many questions? Now question is very tricky here. How many questions were there? But further it is divided in two categories, correct or incorrect. So better let the number of correct answers given by Yash is equal to x, and let the number of incorrect answers because my condition is based upon correct and incorrect. I will be getting the marks for correct and marks will be reduced for incorrect answers. So incorrect answers given by Yash is equal to y. Total number of correct answer when I will be getting the value of x and y, correct plus incorrect will be the total number of questions given in the question paper. So the target is to get the value of x and y, and finally when I have to write my answer, do not forget it to add x and y, that is the number of correct answers plus incorrect answers. That is the total number of questions in the question paper. So now apply the condition. What is the first condition there? Yes scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer. Now correct answer is x. So 3 marks for each means 3 into x marks. Then for incorrect answers, losing 1 mark. So minus 1 into y. So definitely that will be reduced, and in that way the score is 40. So equation is 3x minus y is equal to 40. Equation number 1. Then second is, had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answer. Had 4 marks being awarded for each correct answer. So 4 into x now. And 2 marks reduced means 2 into y now. And then the score is 50 marks. Still I can take 2 common. So do that. This will be 2x minus y is equal to 50. So 2x minus y will be equal to 50 upon 2. Will make it 25. So 2x minus y is equal to 25 will be your equation number 2. By solving these two equations, directly you eliminate, y will get eliminated easily, and then do the subtraction, check your answer, x and y is there. So finally you write the total number of questions in the question paper was x plus y. Whatever the value of x and y you will be getting from these two equations. So solve these two equations to get the value of x and y and write the answer at last. Total number of question by adding these two values of x and y. Next is fourth. Places A and B are 100 km apart. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? Very important, and let us try to understand the concept behind this question. So first of all, I will take you to the ground level discussion about this question. First advice to you people all, whenever you are working upon distance and time, please keep in your mind that key idea always is what? Distance is equal to speed into time. Here you are talking about 2 points A and B. 2 points A and B. 100 km far apart on a state highway. This is the condition. Now what happens? One car is starting from this place. One car is starting from A and another is starting from B. If the car travels in the same direction, now means I have to simultaneously talk about the two cases somewhat. Case 1 and case 2. Same direction. And here when the cars are traveling in opposite directions. These are the two conditions given to me. When the cars are traveling in the same direction, they are going to meet in how many hours? 5 hours. So what happens? And if they are traveling in the opposite direction, they meet in 1 hour. Fine. What I need to find is what are the speeds of the two cars. So let us say this car starting from point A with the speed of x km per hour, and car starting from B is with the speed of y km per hour. So one speed I have taken is x km per hour, and another which is starting from B is y km per hour. Now in case 1, suppose I am taking this one first, There are two cars you are saying, one is starting from A and another is starting from B. Now both are traveling in the same direction. So somewhere suppose they are going to meet at this point C I have taken here. Now cars are traveling and meeting at C. See the point of meeting. So one car traveled the distance from A to C and another car traveled the distance from B to C. I hope you are agree with me. AB is the distance traveled by this car and BC is the distance, that is BC is the distance traveled by this car. So I will write distance traveled. You write here, suppose the cars meet at C. Meet at C. When the cars are traveling in the same direction. This is also in this direction, this is also in this direction, and after some time the cars are going to meet at C. So what happens? This car has started from A. So this car definitely traveled the distance traveled by the car from A. Started from A is equal to AC. So AC is equal to what? Distance I said is equal to speed into time. What is the speed? X. And what is the time? 5 hours. For 5 hours, after 5 hours they meet. So AC is equal to what? 5x. AC is equal to what? 5x. And similarly, if you see BC, distance traveled by the car started from B is BC. That also traveled for 5, but with the speed of what? Y kilometer per hour. So again my distance will be equal to speed into time. So speed is Y and time is again 5 hours because they meet in 5 hours. After 5 hours A reached at C and after 5 hours B reached at C. Then they met at C. Fine. So now you look at this. Now I have to make use of what? That a distance of 100 kilometers is also given to me in respect of our AC and BC. Now if I subtract this, what happens? AC minus BC is equal to 5x minus 5y. From AC, if I will be subtracting BC, I will be reaching at AB. So that is AB is equal to 5x minus 5y. What is AB is 100, that is given. 5 I can take common, x minus y, cancel it up. You are getting the equation x minus y is equal to 20. Is your equation number 1 when the car are traveling in the same direction. And when the car are traveling in the opposite direction, now from A is traveling in this direction and from point B is traveling in this direction. Suppose they meet here again at C. So now AC and this is again BC. What happens in these cases? AC again speed into time. Speed again is x. Time now taken is 1. So that is equal to x. Again your BC is the distance. Speed into time. What is the speed is y. What is the time is 1 hour and that is equal to y. So distance is always in kilometers. Now AC plus BC. AC plus CB. So you need to add here AC plus CB is equal to x plus y and that is already given to you is 100. So that is equal to x plus y. So AC plus CB, this total distance was given. A to B was 100 kilometer. So when the cars are traveling in the same direction, you need to subtract to make use of this distance, whatever was given to you. And when the car are traveling in the opposite direction, you need to add. You are reaching here. Very simple form of the equation, x plus y and x minus y. If you will add, y will get eliminated. 2x you will be getting is equal to 120. So x will be equal to 60 kilometer per hour. And similarly, when you will put the value of that x60, so 60 will shift 20 to this side, y positive, so 40 kilometer per hour. The speed of the car starting from A will be 60 kilometer per hour and this will be equal to 40 kilometer per hour. So that is the solution for your part number 4 of this question number 4 exercise 3.5. Now last part is your based upon the area of a rectangle. I hope all of you are very clear with that part. So make use of that knowledge what already you have. The area of the rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units if its length is reduced by 5 units and breadth is increased by 3 units. If we increase the length by 3 and breadth by 2, the area is increased by 67. Find the dimension of the rectangle. So let the original length, I need to determine these, is x. It is in units, so you take x units. And let the original breadth, you can say, is equal to y units, whatever are the units. So original area, because increase and decrease xy square units now, length into breadth. So whatever the increase and decrease is taking place, I have to work out within these original values. So now you straightway apply the conditions there. In first case, what is happening? If its length is reduced by 5 length, so x minus 5 length, and breadth is increased by 3, y plus 3. New length is x minus 5, new breadth is y plus 3. What is the new area? Reduced by 9 square units. So xy minus 9. Original area. Definitely the increase and decrease is going to be takes place within the original values. Whether that is length, whether that is breadth, so that is definitely going to affect the area. So if I will take length x minus 5 and breadth y plus 3, so actual area will be reduced by 9 square units. Now let us see what is the equation here. X into y plus it is 3x minus 5y minus 15 is equal to xy minus 9. So what I can do is xy I can cancel with xy. So I am left with 3x minus 5y. When you shift 15 to that side, it is equal to 6 is your equation number 1. Now you applied the second condition also. What is given there? If we increase the length by 3, so x plus 3, and breadth by 2, breadth is also increased, so y plus 2. What happens to area? Area is increased by 67. So xy was the original area, so it will be increased by 67 square units. Now again you go for this. X into y is xy, and then it is 2x plus 3y plus 6 is equal to xy plus 67. Again you can cancel xy with xy, and here it is 2x plus 3y. When you will subtract 6, you will left with 61. That is your equation number 2. Now easily you can solve these two equations for the value of x and y, and those will be the dimensions of this rectangle. So that is the end of your exercise 3.5. So tomorrow I will start with 3.6. Still any difficulty or finding up to this exercise, please send a comment. I can come back to you with your difficulties, and definitely I'll give you the solution of your problems. So thank you.